Sean, we're here at the third annual conference for business with Korea here in Tel Aviv, and we are with the ambassador of Korea to Israel, Shalom, to Il-Soo Kim.
Shalom.
So we're marking these days 50 years since the beginning of the relations between Korea and Israel. How do you see the significance of these relations?
Korea and Israel has a great potential for cooperation. And I think because there are so many similarities in experience between the two countries, we have ample ground from which we can work together and understand each other. But the thing is, we have to. There is a still great deal of deficit in understanding and awareness between the two peoples. So I'm happy I have some job to do. I mean, to make people know each other better, and for them to work together to tap the great potential.
Now, you're mentioning a similarity. Where do you see this?
We were born in the same year as the modern state in 1948 by the blessing of the United Nations. And we are not in a very envious position geopolitically. Korea and Israel are both surrounded by a very tough neighborhood. And in case of Israel, we all know, I mean, in case of Korea, our neighbors are world great powers. China, Japan, Russia, and the United States also have their troops stationed in Korea. So we have also North Korea. So you can imagine, I mean, how tough it would be for Koreans to be there, and we just that's the another the ground for understanding each other.
So maybe that's the connection, that when someone grows up in a tough neighborhood, it's more possible that we're going to see startups, entrepreneurship, people taking initiative.
Yes, exactly. There's adversity is a kind of a blessing in disguise form. So moreover, two countries doesn't have any natural resources to speak of besides motivate and educate people. So, but all the same, two countries made great success in economic development and political democratization. So it again proves that adversity is not just a curse; it's a blessing if we use it wise way. And the two nations are quite successful in changing that difficult environment into something or kind of advantage.
Now, another deep connection, not in the field of business, is in the world of Talmud, the Gemara. We're hearing that many people in Korea learn the Talmud.
It is not only recent. It has been a kind of a long tradition, and the interest of Koreans in Israeli culture that represented by Talmud has been there quite a long time. And I would say that Talmud is not, seriously studied. It's a big volume, but they produce lots of things about Talmud, and the pieces of wisdom found in that in a more digestible form, so for the public. So we had plenty of books on Talmud printed, and especially the parents, young parents, they want to make their children, a smart person, and maybe someday a Nobel Prize winner, as you have done many times. So they think the secret of this kind of innovative ideas and creativeness lies in Talmud. So they ask their children to read it. And also many books are available, and so that's what it is.
So do you feel that connects the nations?
Oh yes. So Koreans are from the beginning quite interested in Israel, and 30% of Koreans are Christians. So naturally they have great interest in the Holy Land. So that's why we have around 40 something thousand Koreans visiting Israel every year. and most of them are Christian pilgrims. And also, we know the great history and also all the sufferings Israel had during the course of history, and we are associated in feeling about that kind of sufferings. But as I mentioned, we are in the neighborhood of bigger nations, so the level of general respect and understanding about Israel and this it is effort to make existence possible safe is very big. So everything combined, and I would say in Korea we have a great interest in Israel and the Jewish history, and the Talmud considered by many Koreans as something that contains the secret of that long history, and it's a difficult history, but despite that they could revive the country again. So that's what attracts many Koreans to Talmud.
Now you mentioned the Koreans touring in Israel, many tourists come. How about Israelis touring in Korea?
Yes, we have great potential, but in order to unlock that potential, we have to know each other better, and the seeing is believing. So what I want to try is to have as many Israelis as possible visit Korea. But the number of Israelis visiting Korea is not that great, but, and to my regret. And although there is air connection, between Tel Aviv and Seoul, and we have 3 times a week flight between Seoul and Israel, and it is flown by Korean Air. So first, the only Korean national carrier that connects Israel with the country. So we have all means and structures there, and I now I want to expose Korea more to the Israeli public, so that they develop some general interest in Korea. But so far, typical answer I got from my Israeli friends is that, have you been to Korea? No. But they were all been in China and Japan, for example. And they say, well, I'm sorry, but I have to visit Korea someday.
So what do you tell them?
Korea is a big missing link in Northeast Asia, in your knowledge. And it is not a country, good only at producing mobile phones and automobiles, but also a country of ancient culture and natural beauty, and also very hospitable people who understand Israel so well. So you wouldn't regret, visiting Korea. And I have met many Israelis who actually been to Korea, and all their answer, maybe they are a little bit polite to me, but discounting all that, I would say they are very impressed with what they found in Korea. So they say there is a great potential. Once Korea is known, then we will have a flow of visitors to Israel. So what I did, it was to promote Korean food and the Korean music and Korean dance and others. So I hope it will make some impact. And the Psy, the Gangnam Style singer-dancer, I think he helped a lot also to expose Korea and to the world public in general, and also Israelis. So eventually, I'm quite sure that Korea will become a part of a big part, knowledge about the Israeli general public, and then our basis for cooperation in every area, it becomes more sound, and then that helps my job and other businessmen too.
Il-Soo Kim, Ambassador of Korea to Israel, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.